Hello, everyone. It's Brett. I'm here to offer an educational course when it comes to Apple Health. I do not own this software whatsoever. I'm a mere user, just sharing my overall experience. I want you to go ahead and do your own research. Going to go over just some areas to kind of dip your feet in because I don't know, some people are really getting into using health tech, and I'm a proponent of it. I've used different ones throughout my career, and it's also one of the reasons why we have Eunoia Health Tech. So if you haven't checked that out, please go ahead and check that out. If you haven't checked out the Empowera Podcast on YouTube, please go ahead and check that out as well. But we're going to go ahead and dive in here to summary. First of all, the only real consent, if there is any that we all really need here is, then it's one you've already probably acknowledged if you have an Apple device, is your Apple ID. So if you go ahead and sign into that, you'll have access to this app. You'll just have to type in health into your search bar. Even if you have to swipe down from the screen and go into there and search and type in health, you'll find it. It'll look just like this. We're going to dive in here to summary. We got a lot of different stuff here in a lot of different locations, and you can get to it in many different ways. So we're going to start off here into the summary, depending on what update you're running. I'm currently running 18.1 point something, and I'm most up to date. I know I am at this time. So you'll have a different name besides summary if you do. These can all be edited in a number of different ways. So you can either click the edit button, and then you can still see this list that you see here with vitals, time in the daylight, all of that, resting heart rate. These can all be modified under the word edit in the upper right hand corner. And we talked about the Apple ID earlier. You can see the icon that I have as a tennis ball right now. That's another way I can tell that this is the profile that I want to be under. I believe you can only do one profile at this time. If I'm wrong, please drop all this kind of stuff in the comments. Really trying to learn how to better use this. So under pins, I have my vitals, time in the daylight, my resting heart rate, and then double time, double support time and medications. Yeah, medications along with double support time. Okay. And then one of the things about these too is you can go into edit to move these, or you can literally hold your finger down. Like I'm holding my finger down on time in the daylight, and I can now move this and modify it. So you have that option as well. Just wanted to throw that out there. And then all of these will go to where they are under the word browse. So browse is where everything else is still. This is kind of more of your focused endpoint. If you wanted to just kind of see, some people may call it a dashboard. People might just call it, your own uh, trend that you can go. And there's also trends. We'll see that Vitals is actually just integrated with the newer update of 18.0, which is kind of interesting. And I'm still discovering that. And when in doubt, there is, I believe it's apple.com/health can be very helpful. I believe there's more guides there. So again, this is just what it is I've shared and want to share again. So I don't have to continue to say it time and time again because it's getting inundated, folks. I mean, there's a lot of different possibilities here, a lot of ways to chart stuff for yourself, and then you can share this as well with medical providers. A lot of potentials here. Just got to have more willing conversations with other members of the healthcare system. So I'm going to jump right in here to summary though. And we're going to go back out of here and you can see all your different health categories. I was just into the mental well-being, and we're going to go ahead and jump in there and we can look at that. So first of all, we have activity, all the stuff that you have, say you go out for walks, hikes, or your steps per day. Those are all going to be found under your activity. And there's way more you can get into here and lean in. A lot of these are all, if you've ever heard of an Excel document or a spreadsheet, a lot of this can be uploaded into that. And you can actually export that yourself. Again, this is all through your Apple Cloud account or Apple ID account, whichever way it may be. So this is all singularly through yourself. Just being able to make this happen is, I think, a revolution in and of itself, especially to be in literally the consumer's hand. So you have your hearing, which I think in the newer updates, they're really integrating a lot more. So I'm staying tuned with that. Cycle tracking, that can be more depending on, let's say, you have hormone imbalance, or let's say potentially you have hardware in your body that does things that people don't have the other hardware, and you need to be able to track it. And that doesn't have to just be predominantly internal hardware. It could be, say, a tracheotomy, any of that kind of stuff. And that's really getting a little geeky here. So, and then you have your medications, mental well-being, nutrition, respiratory, sleep, symptoms, vitals, and then there's other data. So other data is something, again, I'm still leaning into more. It's where you can kind of integrate a lot of other stuff. So let's jump in here to mental well-being, and let's go ahead and say here, you have a lot of different options. It'll display sleep. Some of this is accurate, some of this isn't accurate. Depends on what it is that you've been up to. So I'm going to start off here with state of mind. State of mind, you can go ahead and here. I just logged it not too long ago for today, which I go ahead and I did relieved, content, calm, and peaceful as my overall log. You go in here and you click log. You can choose between the emotion that you're feeling and how you felt overall today, which would be more of your mood. You have those two options you can decide between. So, and again, you can change your timestamp. Let's say you did it and you had a different feeling a little bit ago, and now you're going back. You can go ahead and chart that time too. So that can go real more in depth. So that's just for state of mind. I did want to talk about it primarily because I think it's a very important thing to talk about at this time. So a lot of the stuff you do not need other apps. You do not need other potential inputs. You can input it yourself into these cells. Again, some of them can make it a lot easier. I've also seen that. Some of them are free and most people don't know. Just know this is no substitute for your primary care provider. Anyways, I'm going to go in here into medications next. And you can see here, not only your week can you scroll, but all medication. Let's say you take your own supplement at home. Let's say you take your own multivitamin as recommended. How do you do that? You're going to go into your where it says your medications and you're going to click edit. Then you're going to see up here at the top, you have add medication. You see all your current medications. The three lines, you can move them all around by holding your finger down on the three lines. And then underneath is you're going to see archived medications. These are ones say maybe you got discontinued, but you still want to be able to keep the information. You, after you're done and they're in your currents, you see the little filing cabinet, you'll click that. And then it will, I'll do it right here with the spec mushroom one. I'm going to click it. It's going to say, do you want to archive this? And I say, yes. Cool. There's that. Now, if you want to add it back, it'll be under your archived. You're going to, here, I'll see if I can zoom. Okay. And then you're going to click the plus sign, add it back. And then as you can see now, it'll appear right back under current medications. So we're going to add a medication. We're going to add a multivitamin here. A couple different options. You can take a picture. I have not searched the medication by using my camera. That would have to be a whole nother video in and of itself. We're going to go in here and we're just going to type in multivitamin. Again, do your own research. Look at the ones you want to. I'm not endorsed by anything right now, so I'm just literally going in here. We're going to say here, cool. And then I clicked on it. You can confirm all these. You'll get a number of different options depending on which ones you want to add. Let's see here. And then you can choose show more. And let's say you had this instead as another, instead of it, say a tablet as it is at the top, you have all these other options here that you can click. And then all of that, we're just going to say tablet for right now. I'm going to click next. It's going to say, do you want to choose the strength? If you can go through here, then you can stop, pause the video and look. This has literally all the uploaded vitamins that are in the multivitamin. Then you can see out on the side of your bottle to compare and contrast to see if it's the correct one. And if not, it says right here at the bottom, add custom. You can add in your custom strength in your information there as well. So, and then we're going to go into next. We're going to say that it is a capsule, and we're going to say next. Going to say strength. We're going to go with what they had. So I'm going to say skip. And it's going to say, when do you want to get this information? Or when do you want this administered on your schedule or your reminder? You can set up too. You want to do every day. You can pick your times or time. And then after all of that, you can do edit as to your start date. Say you're on something for, say, a month, or you want to try something out for a month, you can do that now. And it'll all be recorded through the health app. Then you're going to click next when you're all done. You can click your shape, lots of different options here. These are all saying for whatever one that it is you're picking. Okay, so we're going to pick this one. And then you can also then pick your color in the background. So if you need that for your distinction, which is kind of nice. Some people are really about colors. I'm not a big proponent on reminding myself what a pill is by its color or its shape. I like to know exactly what it is. It's kind of, and you can do your own research now. There's lots of tools on the internet for that too. So we're going to click next. It's just confirming everything. You can just pick a different display name for this. You could say my multivitamin, put it in your note, and once you're all done, you're going to click done. And now you can see the multivitamin now hooks up right here on my medication list. I can scroll down here. The multivitamin's right there as well. And that's what we got. So that's a little introduction to Apple Health. If you could go ahead and check out our GoFundMe that's currently ongoing to help house the homeless, that'd be much appreciative. If you haven't checked out the Empowera podcast on YouTube and various other platforms, highly encourage you to look into that. Got over 45 plus episodes that have been published. And then just enjoy your day. Try this on. Let me know what it is you learned. Comment, throw it into the comments, some stuff I didn't mention. Just really intrigued to share this. So thanks. Bye for now. And see you in the next video.